Lesson 86 today is called Algebraic Phrases. Now this is a short lesson, and we only have our one slide, but we've got multiple examples. So make sure you take your time and get all this written down. Use the pause button if you need to. Now our first word phrase here says, the sum of a number and 7. Now when we're working with word phrases, it is key that you know what the word sum means. That means the answer to addition problem. You'd have to know what difference means. That means the answer to a subtraction problem. Product is multiplication, and quotient must be division. So the sum of a number and 7, the algebraic phrase, we're going to take this word phrase and turn it into n plus 7. Because we've got the sum of a number, so add the number n plus 7. And we've got the answer here. That's all we have to do with this type of question. Next we have the sum of a number and negative 7. So the sum of a number, we're going to add something to that number, and we're going to add negative 7. So we're going to put that negative 7 in parentheses. So we've got n plus negative 7. Now an alternative way that you could write this same answer would be to say n minus 7. Because if we're adding a negative number, that's the same as subtracting. Let's look at our next problem. Here we have twice a number. Well, we don't have one of those keywords of sum, difference, product, or quotient, but twice a number? That must mean multiplication, because the number is going up by 2 times. So twice a number is just going to be 2 times the number n. And we can write it just like this, because when a number touches a variable, it always means multiplication. The next one is tricky. We have 5 times the sum of twice a number and 8. So if we have 5 times something, we're going to have 5 times something. And we have 5 times the sum of twice a number and 8. If we have the sum of twice a number and 8, that's going to be 2 times a number plus 8, because we want the sum of twice a number and 8. Now the tricky part about this one is it says 5 times the sum. So what we need to do is find the sum first. And the only way that we can find the sum of this first, according to our order of operations, will be to use parentheses. So this problem needs to have parentheses around 2n plus 8, the sum of twice a number and 8, and then we're going to multiply all that times 5. So we've got our final answer now. Next one, a number reduced by 4. Well, reduced, that must mean gone down. So that's like the difference. So a number reduced by 4, well that must be n minus 4. And we've got our final answer. When we've got word phrases, we've got to think carefully about key words and how we're going to put them into algebraic phrases. It's also important to think about your order of operations and how you can make your order of operations work within these problems. We'll practice this concept some more with our lesson practice on page 270. Make sure you've got your notes complete, and I'll see you during our next class.